Hello and welcome back to this moon messages reading. So this is going to be your moon energy reading from the new moon in Leo on the 4th of August to the full moon in Aquarius on the 19th of August. And as soon as I start doing the video, the dog wants to go out, so I'm just gonna let her out. That's typical, isn't it? Okay, right. So I'm going to get straight in with the reading. If you want to know more about me though, and my readings, if you want to book a personal reading, all the details are in the description box and all my social media and information. Okay, so I'm just going to get on with the reading. So the first card we have for this moon cycle for the next 2 weeks is balance, and it was in reverse. So what it means is that you have to put an additional focus on balance, is what I'm being given. Odd words. Additional focus. So maybe that's something you haven't really been focusing on. I'm being shown the number 2 like constantly, and I think I talked about this in the last moon messages where I've had a lot of 2s been shown to me recently. 222, 22, and it just keeps trying to get my attention. And I feel like, yes, it might be a message for me, but also it could be a message for all of you too, because it is coming out in your reading. So if it's something you have not been focusing on. So where in your life do you feel an imbalance? Okay, I'm actually being shown 2 chairs, and I know exactly why this is, because I'm in the middle of reading the second book from, do you know what, I should have got the author's name. I probably talked about this in another reading as well, but I've been reading, so I read a book called The Gift by, I think it's Edith Egan, that's it. And she's done another book called The Choice, but in The Gift, she talks about when you are torn between 2 things in your life, or when you are, I'll give an example in a second, but what she says is you are you've got 2 chairs, right? When you are just focused on one thing in your life, and when you have everything settled and you kind of just got everything in place, you are on one chair. You're sitting on one chair and your full bottom is on one chair, okay? And you're comfortable. Now, if you had 2 chairs and half of your butt was on one chair and half of your butt was on the other chair, you would feel uncomfortable, right? And what she talks about is that when you are, say for instance, I'm going to give an example. If you are like in a relationship and then you are unhappy in that relationship, so you think it's a good idea to then have an affair, right? That would be the other chair. And so you are kind of half sitting on one chair and half sitting on the other one, and it's uncomfortable. You're going to feel uneasy, right? You think it's the right thing because it brings you pleasure or joy or excitement and all of those things, but actually it's not good for you, okay? And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel comfortable. So that's just an example. It could relate to anything in your life. You could be in between 2 jobs. You could be in between 2 different friends, or something like that just feels uncomfortable to you. So what you need to do is focus on balancing that out, and that doesn't necessarily mean balancing out with the 2 chairs, right? It means getting to a place where you feel completely in balance with yourself. Now, when you are sitting on one chair, you're probably more balanced than you would be if you were sitting on 2 chairs, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Second card we have, it fell on the floor, and I wasn't sure whether to use it or not, but that is hunger. And this might be, it's kind of linked to that one actually. If you think about it, right, you probably have a hunger for something else in your life, but it might not be the best thing for you because it was kind of thrown on the floor, right? So it's kind of like something that needs to be thrown away, right? So sometimes desire is a good thing, but sometimes desire is not a good thing, and it's not a healthy thing. So if you think about a desire for alcohol, a desire for cheating, a desire for drugs, a desire for unhealthy food, right? Yes, they make you feel good in the moment, but they're not good for you, they're not healthy for you. So what have you got a hunger for that may not be the healthiest thing for you? Okay, so pay attention to that. And there is a big pay attention like sign coming up in my in my vision here. Okay, so the next two cards we have came together. So we've got creation and we've got acceptance. Now this is about what you have created in your life, and that could be energetically, that could be what you have manifested from your thoughts, from your beliefs, from your fears, from your it could be positive, right? Anything that you have created from the way that you think, from the way that you feel, all of that. Because basically whatever we think, whatever we feel, whatever we believe, we create in our lives. We manifest that into our lives. So have a look around you, and again, they give me the words pay attention. So it's a very strong pay attention couple of weeks. So this is about paying attention to what you have created in your life. So everything in your life at the moment, take an inventory and be like, how do I think that I created that? And am I happy with that? And how can I how can I create something different? How could I move from the 2 chairs to the 1 chair to bring more balance into my life, to bring more happiness, to bring more peace, whatever you want to feel, okay? And acceptance, accept that you have created this. You have made the choices in your life to create those realities or those manifestations. And it's getting honest with yourself, because we do have a part to play in that. We all have a choice. We all say yes and no to things. And when we say yes to something, we say no to the other. When we say no to something, we say yes to the other. So just take responsibility for that and say, actually, do you know what? There might be a part of me that did actually create this. And what can I do about it? Just getting honest with yourself, okay? Next card we have is hidden. So it comes up like this, and it means that it's something that's hidden at the moment, or something that hasn't quite happened yet but could do. Abundance, I like that. I think it came up in the last moon messages actually. So abundance is good, it's positive, it's sometimes related to money, sometimes not. Sometimes it's about abundance of good things, okay? So it is coming. However, it's hidden to you at the moment, and it's something that you need to reveal in yourself. So that might be to do with like what you're creating. So if you're constantly telling yourself, I'm skin, I'm broke, I can't afford this, I can't pay for this, there's no way I can do that because I haven't got enough money. If you're constantly saying those things, and if you believe those things, that's what you're going to create. Okay, so how can you change that? How can you look around you and look at all of the things? I'm just looking around this room, and there are so many items. I live with my sister, and she's got so many like candles, ornaments, pictures, flowers, like so much stuff going on in this room, and money paid for everything here, right? And she is blessed to have all of these things, and I am blessed to have a lot of things in my life. So what can you like take inventory of again in your life and go, oh my God, like I actually have quite a lot of things. I am abundant, right? And just keep saying, I am abundant. I can create these things. I've done it before. I can do it again. Whatever you can find to help that mindset, okay? And then next one is hidden as well. And it's also in reverse. So that is the masculine. Now, when I see the masculine, I think of support, okay? Providing support. So you are not being provided for, or maybe not supported in the way that you want to be at the moment, probably because of the mindset, probably because of your situation or what you've created, okay? So again, if you don't feel supported, don't keep relaying that back to yourself, and change the narrative. So I am supported. In what ways in your life are you supported? So have a look at that, right? Look around you, pay attention. In what ways am I supported in my life? Now that could be, I'm supported by the air that I breathe, right? As simple as that. I'm supported by the running water that I have in my house. I'm supported by the roof over my head. I'm supported by my job, the money that's coming in. I'm supported by my car that takes me around everywhere. I'm supported by my friends, my family. Like, you are supported. So don't tell yourself the opposite, right? And just reinforce that.
And then the next card, be real. So there's a theme going on, right? Look at your reality. Pay attention to what is in your reality. Pay attention to what you do actually have that's real in your life, and what's really going on within you. Okay, where do these beliefs come from? Are you telling yourself that you're poor, that you don't have enough, or you're not good enough, or you're not supported? Where do those beliefs come from? Who told you those from a young age, or growing up, or who modeled those words to you? Because they all come from somewhere, right? And you can choose to let that sink in and believe that, or you can choose to change the narrative. Next card we have is hidden. I'm getting through this quite quickly, so I've got my friend picking me up in a little while. I'm going to a festival, so just running through these as quick as I can. So yeah, you'll probably be grateful of that, because it'll be a short video. Right, next card we have is hidden as well, and in reverse, and that says step into your power. Now, you may not feel very powerful right now, and that's why it's in reverse. You may feel like you don't have much power at the moment. You might feel weak. You might feel like you haven't got the strength to get through. You might be really exhausted. One of my friends today was telling me about how tired she's been over the last 2 weeks, and how she just never normally naps, but she's just napping like randomly. And yeah, and I just said, well, maybe you're going through some kind of upgrade, and this might be the case, right, for you as well. You might be going through something like an upgrade in yourself, upgrade in your energy, a change in your cells, in your change in your life. You might be evolving, growing. You might have gone through a lot and be processing it. You might be healing something. There could be all different reasons. You might just be exhausted and need to replenish and recharge, especially if you're an introvert, and it's summer here in the UK, so if you live in the UK or anywhere where you've got sun, you might struggle with the heat. You might be around too many people. If you're an introvert, you might be around too many social events and things, and you might need to recharge. Don't beat yourself about that, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're weak or you're not strong. It just means that you need to replenish and you need to recharge. Okay, so again, change the narrative on that. You are not weak. You are just replenishing or recharging, or whatever you feel like you are doing, which is going to help you. Okay. And then the next card is full upright. It's showing itself. It's upright in the right position. It's really strong, and it's go wild. So I feel like once you have recharged, once you've kind of evaluated everything and looked at your life from a real perspective and honestly, and looked at the ways in which you can create a different reality for yourself, maybe start saying more affirmations, maybe recharge yourself, maybe focusing on the things that you do have and just reaffirming that to yourself, all of those things I just mentioned, then go wild, right? Think of all the things that you could add to that. So I don't know why, but I've just been shown the Argos catalogue, which is if you're not aware of that, it's a catalogue that we used to have. I don't think they have it anymore, but they used to have a shop here and an online shop as well. But they used to have a catalogue that we used to go through when we were younger at Christmas time round our nans, and we used to circle everything that we wanted for Christmas. And then our parents, or nans or whatever, would buy them for us for Christmas if they could. But I don't know why I've just been showing that, but I think it's a thing about like, what do you want, right? So you've got all these things. You're grateful for these things, and remember that you are supported, you are abundant, right? But you are also allowed to have more. And so what do you want? What do you want to circle? What's on your Christmas list? What's on go wild with that. Have a think, like go wild with your imagination. What could you, and this is about focusing on that rather than focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have, but also what you would like to have on top of that as additional, right? I remember saying additional at the start. So additional, pay attention, focus, recreate, all of those words I've mentioned a few times. Pay attention to those, because that's going to be the theme for the next 2 weeks. Okay. And then finally we have the crystal of the moon cycle. So that is a different crystal. I've never had it before. It is bronzite. And for some reason, when I saw this, I was reminded of the necklace that I'm wearing at the moment. I don't know if you can see. I'll come a bit closer. So I'm wearing a gold Tree of Life necklace. I bought this because I was going to wear it for my sister's wedding, but I decided that I didn't need a necklace in the end, but I kept it, and I thought, I never wear gold. I always wear silver or white gold, or, you know, and I never wear yellow gold because I never used to like it. But actually, I put this on the last couple of nights and I love it. I really love it. And someone came up to me and said, oh, is that the Tree of Life necklace? I was like, yeah. And I just love wearing it. So I might start wearing gold, I don't know. But anyway, it just reminded me of that. So it might be a change up for you. You might change something that you've been always doing. And so, you know, I've always wore silvers. I'm now going to try gold, right? Of course, I'm still going to wear silver, but now and again, I'll try something different. And that might be a message in itself for you. And there's a little gold star here and gold around that anyway. Number 13 is divine feminine number. So you might be tapping into your more feminine qualities. But yeah, I'm just going to read out the message in the book. So central meaning of bronzite is loyalty, trust, steadfastness, self-respect, trusting that the conscious universe has your back. Now is the time to be sure you trust in the conscious universe and remain true to your authentic self as bronzite spirit appears with the message that loyalty must be earned. Be judicious in extending your trust, knowing it is a gift from the conscious universe that must be honoured. Respect others by being trustworthy yourself, speaking of them in ways that are honourable. Heal the past by owning your role in it. Own your role in it. There we go. So that you can trust yourself again, having learned the lessons that will strengthen you. Relationship message. Even if you have been betrayed in the past, you can heal the sting by extending trust again. As challenging as that may be, bronzite spirit reminds you that this time, however, you are much wiser and stronger, much more mindful of the signs that signal you need to step back and nurture yourself. Being true to another is an expression of the beauty of the divine, and you have this capacity. Your loyalty and steadfastness will be rewarded by the universe, perhaps in ways that you don't expect. Abundance. Doesn't say that, but I just got that. Be true to yourself, knowing that a loving, respectful relationship with yourself lays in the groundwork for a loving, respectful relationship with another. Remember, you are always protected when divinely directed. Oh, I like that. Prosperity message. Your true heart is recognised by the conscious universe, who wants only the best for you. As much as you want to trust others, be mindful of others who you sense do not deserve your trust. Cautiously and mindfully venture to lend your loyalty again anyway, knowing that you are where you are meant to be and you have the universe as your ally to send you signs when a situation or individual warrants your caution. You can release your fears of being affected by the negativity of others. Be steadfast in your convictions as you work with others to build and maintain a firm financial foundation for yourself. You are stronger and wiser than you once were, and now you can trust yourself to know when you must make a change, take action, or speak a truth. Let go of your self-doubt, for bronzite spirit is telling you that you can be trusted to know what you need to do to make good decisions regarding your finances. Crystal Spirit Meditation. Meditation with bronzite can assist in discerning what needs to be released in order for us to heal. Due to its iron content, it is also a stone of strength, lending support as we allow all that no longer serves to fall away. So I hope that made sense. I think some little bits of it went with the other message, but it might just be a separate message in itself for someone. But do let me know if that made sense to you. Comment below. Please do give this video a like and share it, subscribe if you want to. That is your moon messages for the next 2 weeks. I really hope it supported you. And if you want to book a personal reading, all my details are in the description box. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.